Alright, hello everybody. It's Coach Talon, your coach of the Atlanta Brave Aries, bringing to you my ICP draft analysis. Now, I was thankfully invited to this league by Seth himself, aka SW087. Go check him out in the description below, along with all the other coaches of the ICP, because they're all beautiful and wonderful people. So, I'll say it here again. I've recorded this once already, but my mic wasn't picking up, unfortunately, so that's really sad, but we're good now. But I'll say it again. I said on the other one, but I say it here again. If there's any league that is more like kick back with the homies and relax, it's 100% going to be this league. Like, everybody's just so chill. It's definitely giving off them good vibes. I'm really excited to be playing for this league. So shout out to Seth for inviting me. Thank you, man. Also, check out these graphics, though. These graphics do be kind of hitting different. I'm not even going to front with you. So, round one. I'm going to just jump straight into it. Round one, we ended up taking Coco. Coco is a really nice Pokemon. Excuse me. It's really offensive as well as also fairly defensive on both sides as well, I'd say. More towards this def side, but it's whatever. I've seen this run be like a bulky pivot with like Toxic and U-turn, Roost, and then like an attacking move. I've seen this run be like on the offensive with Choice Band or even Choice Specs, which is its main scent that you can find in the damage calc and things like that. So all around, this mon can do fairly everything. I think it's a really nice pivoter as well. Like I said, it gets access to both Volt Switch and U-turn. So I personally, I'll say it. I said it before. I'll say it again. I think fast Pokemon are some of the best pivot Pokemon. Like if I switch this thing in and I get red and they bring in their defensive check, then I can just easily U-turn out and bring in my check. You know, like it's truly just something that I enjoy. I enjoy having some fast U-turners, and that's exactly what Tapu Koko is. It's a fast U-turner. It's a very offensive, fast pivot, along with also being fairly defensive as well. It has its defensive sets. I've seen it run Toxic, Roost, U-turn, and another move, and it's just been able to sit there in front of many things and just be annoying. So that's really something I hope to accomplish here when drafting Tapu Koko. I hope I can use it to its full potential, and I do like Electric Terrain there. Electric Terrain stopping the Mesh Talk mons, going to be beautiful in my opinion. So, that's really it with Tapu Koko. Moving into round two, we ended up taking Urshifu Rapid Strike. Urshifu Rapid Strike allows me to build in a little bit of a different style. I think Urshifu, especially since its signature move in Surging Strikes hits 3 times at most, it's always like, how do I say this? It's like everybody's gonna be rocking the Rocky helmet on their defensive check, 100%. I refuse to believe otherwise. But it just allows me to build in more unusual fashion than I'm used to, because I'm running different items such as protective pads and things like that. So I think it's definitely going to broaden my spectrum, my spectrum when it comes to building. Being able to rock those defensive, or not defensive, but those different items instead of just like your normal life orb and leftover type things. But other than that, this thing really hits like a truck. Has like a basic 120 attacking stat, and Unseen Fist not being able to stop Protect mons is going to be absolutely beautiful. I think this thing also really shuts down like substitute Pokemon. If you're like a substitute set, that's something I can switch into. I could just click Surging Strikes, break this up with 1 or 2, and then be able to hit you with the next one. It's still going to do a hell of a lot of damage. Nothing really appreciates the Surging Strikes or close combat from this thing. And since it's fighting water and not dark fighting, I think its checks are definitely a little bit more narrowed down. It's like it can hit those fairy types a little bit harder than Urshifu, the other Urshifu could. Obviously, water absorb mons are going to be a problem, but we have other ways to deal with that. So, really excited to use this mon. Really glad I picked it up. Now, into round 3, I needed a defensive mon because I drafted 2 more so offensive mons, and I decided to pick up Corviknight. Corviknight is definitely one of the bulkiest mons I've seen in the game. If you're running max defense, I don't think anything can OHKO this Pokemon, in my personal opinion. Even if you're running no defenses, like no EVs, I don't think anything could really OHKO. Let me know if I'm wrong. Throw down your calcs if you want, but personally, in my opinion, I just don't see it happening. So, I'm really excited to use Corviknight. This thing hits massive body presses. It gets dual wing beat now, so you don't have to worry about that recoil that you had to worry about when you brought in Brave Bird. But Brave Bird is still a very viable option. This thing just is a beautiful defogger because it can just defog in something's face and then roost up later without a single care. So there's that. Yo, I'm on the bandwagon of hashtag give Corviknight rocks. I think that'd be broken, but you know, it'd be worth it. So like I said, this thing is really just here to be a defensive mon. It also provides me with removals such as Tapu Koko, who also does get defog, but you know, just a more reliable one, more mon that you are definitely going to be rocking defog on. I do want to rock choice banded Corviknight one day, along with that one power trip set that I've seen JV run. Hopefully I can pull that off as well. That'd be kind of fire low-key. So really excited to use this mon. Very good mon, very bulky mon. Definitely something I'm going to be enjoying using. And also very slow pivoter as well, which is also a really nice form of pivot as well, especially since you're a bulkier mon. Being able to pivot with slow momentum into your, you know, offensive check into something beautiful. Just love that for itself. So moving into 4th round, we ended up picking up Zygarde 10%. We do have to dip down points here, as we've drafted 18 and 2 15-point mons, so we don't have a lot of points left to work with. We have a decent amount, actually. I lied. We have a decent amount of points left to work with, but I'm not too worried about diving deep down into the lower points if I have to, because I know there are some golden budget mons that I could pick up eventually. But anyways, Zygarde 10% is just a little bit less offensive, more fast. Zygarde 50%, it does around the same things with like Dragon Dance, 1,000 Arrows, Outrage, and Extreme Speed. It's more so to running Life Orb Dragon Dance than it is for running Substitute Dragon Dance with leftovers, like it's 50% counterpart. But it's still a really offensive mon. Very fast, definitely going to be hitting things for a decent amount of damage. So I'm really excited to use this mon. I also wanted to grab it to just boost up my speed tier a little bit, because I've been trying to work on getting a little bit higher speed tiers than I'm usually used to drafting. So this thing definitely does help with that. Like I said, 1,000 Arrows, being able to hit everything on the field no matter what is going to be beautiful, because I just don't like it when I click an Earthquake and somebody switches in their flying type mon. So just I don't have to worry about that no more. Now, next up, we took Decidueye. We originally had Serena, but Shay was like, hey yo, I'll trade you Serena for Decidueye. It basically does the same thing. You do ghost typing, I get one less knockoff weakness. And I was like, you know what, you're not wrong, fuck it, I'll do it. He said, you're a real one? I was like, I know. Nah, shout out to Shay, bro, really cool dude. Be sure to go check him out. So this thing, it gets knockoff, it gets its own signature move, it's Spirit Chuckle, which doesn't allow the opponent to switch out after being used, which is really cool. Unless I think I switch out, of course. It gets U-turn. It has a fairly middling speed tier, which is something I'm okay with. I'm not too concerned about that. Nice Scarfmon, low-key, could run some Van options, could run some, what is it called? Could run the Life Orb. I don't know where I was going with that. Its ability, I know a lot of people say that its ability, Long Reach, is kind of dog shit. But personally, with something like Urshifu Rapid Strike on the team, I don't think it's as bad, since you are going to be running into those Rocky Helmet mons a decent bit. So I don't think it's super bad. I'm very, very excited to be using this mon, actually. It's something I wanted to pick up in the past, but I just opted for something that I think fit the team just a little bit more. But here, I think it fits fairly well. It gave me a ghost typing, which I didn't have in the beginning, which is, you know, a spin blocker, which is another point that Shay added. He's like, oh, you get a spin blocker out of this. And I was like, yeah, alright, I'll do it. So it gives me a spin blocker while also giving me removal as well, so with the form of defog, of course. In turn of getting rid of my own hazards, which I'm okay with. I'm not too concerned about that. But that's really all there is to it. It's fairly defensive as well. It can be fairly defensive, but it can also be fairly offensive. So I'm really excited to see both work out. It has a very decent special attack stat as well. So being able to click those Giga Drains with the special attacking grass type is just beautiful to me. I always love doing that. So really excited for this one. Moving into round, whatever this is now, round 7, we ended up picking up Landorus Eye. Landorus Eye is a Pokemon that I have been wanting to use for a decent bit. I think the Eye forms of the Weather Trio are definitely the more defensive ones. They usually just run knockoff Stealth Rocks, if for Landorus in this case, Defog and like Earthquake. I've seen it run like Toxic sets with like Toxic knockoff, Defog, Earthquake. It really all just depends on what you're feeling. I think it's definitely more defensive in this sort of scenario. However, it does have the stats to be going on the offensive. It does get access to a move called Bulk Up, and it has a fairly nice speed tier as well with 101. So it could just, you know, be max attack, almost max speed, maybe not, because, you know, I don't need to be outspeeding everything. So I can click a Bulk Up, then, you know, click moves like Earthquake and Superpower. It also gets Calm Mind as well. So, and it has a nice special attacking stat. So definitely be sure to look out for Special Lander at some point in the future. Because I think that'd just be funny to pop off. So, like I said, fairly defensive mon for the most part. Like, it gives me Stealth Rocks, which is something that I really needed. It also gave me another Defogger. But it also gave me another knockoff Pokemon that I also kind of needed. So, now moving into whatever round it is. I think round 8 at this point. No, this is round 7 right now. Round 7. Round 7, we picked up Weezing. Weezing just gave me more hazards. I needed Toxic Spikes. It's a fairly defensive mon that's here to just be bulky. Neutralizing Gas and Levitate are also a really nice ability to pair with it, in my personal opinion. Being able to stop abilities like, I don't know what abilities it stops if I'm being honest, but I just know it stops a couple of abilities. Like Grassy Surge, being able to postpone that for a decent bit is going to be nice. But also Levitating is going to be fairly good as well. I'm more common to Levitating Weezing just because I don't like taking those Earthquakes. But this thing also gets a fairly decent amount of coverage. It's not a special attacker, but it's definitely running a special move because that's what it gets. It gets Flamethrowers like Sludge Bombs, Thunderbolts, things like that. It also gets Will-O-Wisp, which is something that it's definitely not a stranger to collecting, along with T-Spikes and things like that. So I'm really excited to use it. Like I said, just a really bulky Pokemon that I think I needed for the team. Just a little bit more bulk, and we were chilling. So, round 7. No, what round is it? Round 8. Round 8. We picked up our Terrain Abuser and Raichu Alolan form. This thing can set up a nasty plot and kind of just be a late game cleaner. That's really I drafted it. I needed, because paired with Tapu Koko, if you're going to be whittling things down in the early games, you kind of whittle things down in the early game for Raichu to come in and sweep later. It sets up a nasty plot even, and then just does a fuck ton of damage. So, you know, it clicks its Rising Voltage, its Psychics, its Psyshocks, it Surfs. I found out today that it didn't get Shadow Ball, and it kind of upset me. It seems like a mon that would click Shadow Ball, but oh well, it is what it is. I'm not too concerned about it, but it has fairly attacking stats, if I'm being honest. It's not the greatest, but it is what it is. But its main thing is its Surge Shuffle ability and its speed stat. Nothing can outspeed this mon. I refuse to believe anything can outspeed this mon. Besides, like, Unburdened Sceptile, or even Unburdened Hawlucha, I think can outspeed it. But other than that, nothing's outspeeding this mon in electric terrain. So I'm really excited to use it, really excited to click Rising Voltage. That is thumbnail potential as fuck, honestly. So I just need to click it at least one time. I need to get that thumbnail. So, moving into the second and final round, round 9, we picked up Colossal. Colossal is a defensive mon that rounds out my Fire, Water, Grass core with Urshifu and Decidueye and Colossal now. It gives me Stealth Rocks, it gives me Spikes. It's really just a mon to really be defensive and set up those hazards. It gives me another Rapid Spinner, or well, my only Rapid Spinner actually as of right now. So that's really what it was here for. Like, I have enough removal as it is, and I don't have a lot of hazards, so it's not like clicking Defog is going to be super detrimental to me since I'm clicking my own hazards as well. But just in case I needed those hazards, like I needed a hazard stack, I could bring Colossal, which one is a hazard stacker as well, and be able to click those Rapid Spins. So I'm really excited to use it. Its Steam Eruption ability is something I could totally see myself trying to pop off with like a weakness policy or something, but we'll see about that. Now, it gets a fairly decent amount of coverage. It's definitely a more defensive mon, but you never know. I'm really excited to use it. Hopefully it can finish some good work. So, moving into our final round, we ended up picking up Sneasel. Sneasel is a fairly decent mon, in my opinion. It's basically just a smaller Weavile. It clicks Triple Laxel, it clicks Knockoff, it clicks Low Kick and Ice Shard. Definitely something to just like whittle things down in the early game for something like Urshifu or Raichu or Zydog or Tapu Koko to come in and then just clean out the rest of the game. So that's exactly what I planned for them to do.
It runs its choice bands, and like I said, does big damage to a lot of things. It doesn't have the greatest special attacking or physical attacking stat, but that's exactly why you run choice bands, so that it gets that boost. But with that, that's really all there is to it. It's just small Levi. So, with that being said, I am gonna get up on out of here. I'm Coach Talon, your coach of the Atlanta Braves. This is the shortest draft analysis I've ever done. It's 15 minutes long, but I recorded this once already, so I really don't want to record it again. But anyways, that is going to be it from me. I'm Coach Talon, coach of the Atlanta Braves. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to go check out everyone down in the description below. I cannot stress this enough. Be sure to go check everyone out because they're all beautiful and wonderful people. Now, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.